Why isn't that work? I'll just say hiya Beth and hello Jane. Hope you're both well. Messing around more than anything, checking settings and such, and putting batteries in things, which isn't what it sounds. Just sticking batteries in things and messing around. But hello, good evening, hope you're okay. Hi Shrimp Shack, I'm Beyond the Paranormal. Wow. Okay, so obviously this particular setup's working then. Yeah, I can see that, yeah. Can't get away with anything on YouTube, that's the thing. I'm okay, thanks Jane, I'm doing good. I'm a little bit bored, but other than that I'm okay. Hello Shrimp Shack, hope you're okay. Beyond the Paranormal, hope you're okay, hope you're all okay. And going to be flicking around later on, I hope, all of you. Maybe tune into some live streams that might be going on. Watch a little bit of paranormal goodness. I think John from Legacy Paranormal TV is doing a live invest tonight, so that'll be worth checking out. Maybe even Steve on Haunted Experiences. So it's a while since I've done an actual live stream out on an invest. I'm good to hear that Beyond the Paranormal. I'm glad you're okay. I always like to hear that people are doing well. But I did get an inbox on Facebook about doing one. I thought he was Shrimp. Yes, the cup of tea and biscuits. Don't worry about that. No, don't worry about that. Yeah, I thought he was. Yeah. Oh, good communication there. I thought he was actually Shrimp. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what time he's going out and where he's going, but hopefully he'll get a few results and get out there and do a bit, and that's good. But I've got an inbox, somebody saying, how do you fancy doing it? Now, usually a lot of mine are conducted residential properties, and a lot of the clients don't want things filming, they don't want people knowing what's going on. Mags! How are you? You alright, cock? But you respect client confidentiality, obviously. Even if you don't want to. I'm only joking, you always want to. So, it's hard to try and convince them otherwise, so I don't even bother trying. Respect their wishes and kind of get on with that. But the inbox sort of centered around the fact, how do you feel about streaming? And it's all right. It's a lot of people do it and they do it better than me. I kind of plod away doing what I already do, but that's what I get. 4 a.m. this morning wasn't great though. I had TV on one of the channels, there's a lot of static, and then I was pushed. Okay, do things like that happen a lot at your place then, Jane? Is there a history of strange activity going on? You should never have moved, Beth. What was you thinking? Hey? What were you thinking, girl? Yeah, but the upshot of it is, how do I feel about doing it? And like I said, there are people out there that are a lot more accomplished at doing it than I am, a lot more experienced at doing it than I am, talking into the camera. And at that, the virtual people, yes, a lot. Okay. And has it been going on for a long time? Has there been activity for a long time, Jane, or is this a recent development? you fell in love and they dragged you away. Okay, I understand that. Beth, yeah. So the idea of doing a live stream during an invest rather than doing a chat via a live stream is something I hadn't really considered until I got a message. 26 years, so I'd hardly call that a recent development, really. Okay. And does it seem to be intensifying at all, or has it reached a certain stage and pretty much stopped at that? Yeah, love made you move. Yeah. That thing, that 4-letter word, you know. And people say 4-letter words, they sort of think of something else, but yes, I want to come back though. I keep telling him so I might. You need to come back, our kid. That's what, you need to come back. Yeah, 26 years is a fair time, isn't it? But maybe, as regards to doing one out on an actual invest as such, I think the only way to do it would either be to take a laptop and use a phone as a hotspot as a tether for the Wi-Fi. Obviously, using the phone's data to do it. Hello, Lindsay. How the devil are you doing, brother? Good to see you popping by. There isn't any. I wouldn't expect anything of this. I've come on to do a couple of checks and I have nothing to talk about. Yes, that's the thing. You see, evidence and viewers. Well, hopefully the evidence will sort of happen itself, and the viewers will will come or they won't. I suppose I suppose you know that only too well, Mags. But who knows? And maybe do it that way. I think the only thing is the cameras and the fact that a lot of people. Hiya, Michael. Hope you're okay. Sort of almost in a way get used to the green looking footage of night vision and everything, because it makes it look a little bit more eerie and stuff like that. Yeah, of course you can come along there, Beth. But otherwise it's using the camera on the phone, and I know people do that and it sort of looks okay. So maybe figuring out what the lighting wants to do, being freed up as far as carrying equipment as well might be a good thing. So maybe, I don't know. I'm glad you're okay, Michael. That's good to see. I got a photo of an old lady apparition. Is that recently there, Shrimp, or? Interesting. Head torch and a couple of bits and bats, but not carrying too much gear around, and like whack into a fairly local location just to see how it goes, really. Give it a little bit of a litmus test. There's a few, well, not really a few, I say one or two, really. Hello there. How you doing, Robert? Good to see you popping in. But maybe one or two that are worth looking at and seeing how that goes, really, I suppose, with the tether and all the rest of it and how the footage comes out. Yeah, I've got bits of lighting I can use if I need to, so give it a go. One of the, you know, I'm a little bit leery about doing investigations at cemeteries. One guy in 2 demonics. It's the demonics what are worse at property. Yeah, I should imagine that is the case, Jane. I should imagine that is the case. But yeah, but that's a close one. In fact, I've got a couple of cemeteries that are close by, but like I say, I'm a little bit leery about doing them, really. And I think they can be sort of considered cliched, but I suppose if it's somewhere where there's activity, then, of alleged activity, then it's worth doing. A lot of people don't think that goes on anyway, because the souls are at rest before they get put in there, and you know, the only kind of thing that might be active in the area is the gate guardian, you know, the Yeah. You see, you understand, Mags. You understand, and I knew you would. I get it. I get it. There's better places to hang around, isn't there? And the cemetery isn't one of them, really. But should I? I don't know. And another one's a mill. Just up the road. Actually, it's where my band rehearses. So there's a lot of places in that like mill. A lot of history in that mill. It's all right for some, isn't it, Mags? Eh? I'm off to the south of France when I die. Yeah, I haven't got any preconceptions about where I'm going or any kind of thoughts. I'd end up where we end up. I think given the Manc aspect, that's pretty much where I'm going to stay. Maybe not, I don't know. But we'll see. To be honest, I'm kind of liking hanging out with on other people's streams and doing a bit of chatting. I'm enjoying that. Things are changing regarding the lockdown and everything, which I'm not going to harp on about or even like dwell on because it's depressing enough as it is having to go through it. And a lot of people have had it worse than I have. Yes, I do, Shrimp, actually. Yes, it is just down the road from me. I'm in Tameside in Greater Manchester, so not too far. Yeah, there is loads near me. It's about how far you want to. If I get in the car, Beth, then there's absolutely loads I can go to. That's absolutely right. If I just fancy a quick mooch, using the à la pied, a bit of French there for you, Mags. That was for you, that. See, multilingual. Multilingual, I can't even speak English. But just going on foot and seeing what I can do. Maybe, like I say, I don't want to be carrying too much gear if I'm doing something like that, and I don't want to be tethered to a computer if I can avoid that. But that's sort of what I'm thinking of doing. If I do it. Was that bad grammar, that, then, do you think? Yeah. Yeah, you're not too far from me, Jane, are you, I believe, as well? I believe you're not too far away from me. That's interesting. No problem at all, Mags. I know a few more bits and bats, like Pinapur and Gomadalibu and stuff like that. Oh, okay, cool, Shrimp, yeah. Stockport, industrial town, big industrial town. Mooch. You gotta say mooch. I haven't heard that for ages. Well, you can take the lad out. Okay, Jane. Okay. Got you, yeah, so Wythenshawe-ish, maybe, ish. Anyway, yeah, you're not a million miles away. Okay. Yeah, we say mooch here. Where is here, Mags? In the south of France? We say mooch here. Lol. I don't understand what the problem is with that. But like I say, we'll see. I don't know if I'll do it. I kind of like do different things. I wouldn't have a problem going to Jane's, Beth, and doing an invest at any time should you ever be interested or wanting it. Took 5 years of French, and I can remember not to ask where the. Right, to be fair, Mags, is that not all you need? The bank and the toilets? I think it is. Lancashire, yeah, there you go. Decent food. And there's bits of German I thought would come in handy should I ever get over there. That was just like a Bratsford pommes frites bitter. So it was like no matter what, I'll be able to order sausage and chips, whether they'll be like Savoy chips like you get from a English chip here, very much doubt, but Bratsford pommes frites bitter, or Ein Lager bitter, you know, should you want to order some beer. I don't know. So maybe I'll do it, I don't know. Like I say, I enjoy sort of like just popping on other people's streams and talking about various stuff. I don't make any claims to be any kind of expert because I'm far from it. And I'm not. I can speak about personal experiences and theories and the same kind of thing that everybody can really, and try to use as analytical part of my brain as I can to try and find out what's going on at haunted locations or at people's houses and using whatever bits of equipment I've got. And finding a balance between the two to try and come up with some kind of explanation as to why what's happening is happening. And we need the lager. And there's plenty of that when you've been drinking lager. Oh God. No, there's no experts. There is I think that there isn't experts in the pseudoscience of it. There's definitely not experts in the pseudoscience of it. I mean, I think there are well-informed individuals, and there are sort of maybe, I suppose you could almost call them experts in past cases, but in the actualities of it, there isn't, because it's an unknown, which is why we're doing it, isn't it? I mean, that's why we're doing it, isn't it? Thank you, Beth. I like the ghost boxes, so I want one. Well, if you're anything like me, and no doubt some others, Shrimp, you like the ghost boxes and you want one and you'll end up with many. I mean, I've got, just at the side of me now, I've got two on the floor at the side of me. Not everybody's favourite because they don't like the train sound, you know, the ch-ch-ch-ch type thing going on. But I've got two of them at the side of me there. Yeah, that's always worth an option. Sorry, that's always worth an option. That's a chocolate drink, isn't it? An option. That's always worth considering as an option. Shrimp is a manual tune, yeah, radio. I'm too lazy for that, me, Mags. I openly admit that on the internet. Openly. To all sorts of other stuff. I mean, depends where you want to draw the line with it, you know. I have no ghost boxes. Lindsay doesn't do ghost boxes. You know, there's a few. It can get a bit ridiculous, to be fair. You know, but if you mess about with them and they sort of like give you some kind of enjoyment out of it, then that's fine. Some of them are expensive, yeah. Not all of them are expensive. There's some that you can get off, you know, the good old eBay, where they're reasonably priced, and some of them are massively overpriced for what they do because of what they're supposed to do, if that makes any sense. But we'll yeah, you'd be interested in that. This actual cupboard, right, Beth, is ridiculous. Really, ridiculous. Maybe one day I'll go into what I've got and what's in it. Although that could end up being pretty boring. Some of it's massive multiples of the same thing to cover lots of different, you know, rooms and locations when out on investigations. Yeah, well, see, that's it. I can only do a 5-minute session before my wrist starts hurting. And a load of crap too. Well, that's true, isn't it? That is true, Mags. A load of them are crap. Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit too keen on the tuning. But You know, I might go into some of the stuff that I've got. There's all sorts of things like a ghost array. I love it's the names that do it more often than not. In it, you know, the ghost array. Ghost array. Well, I've got to get that. That's worth £400, isn't it? And it's lots of flashing lights in boxes that don't go off ever under any fucking circumstances. That's not true. Sometimes they do. So ignore that. Most I have ever seen are crap. Well, that's just totally ruined my life, Lindsay, actually. They're all crap. Well, you know, but I might, like I say, I might. Lots of multiples of the same thing, and lots of things that don't get used as others. But I think for some people it might be interesting. I like flashing things too, and that's the problem, Beth. And the bank account will attest to that. Yeah. I'm actually kind of getting that impression myself, Beth, about mags. The ability to behave. Time will tell on that one. But I'll consider doing it. And maybe after seeing the amount of stuff that needs to be carried out, you know, about, you might change your mind, Beth, about like raiding it. I've got a better cupboard downstairs that's worth raiding, with biscuits in it. Great radio. Radio Shack 2125. Yeah, alright, if you can find them too. Some good ones. Sanjian, you do good. Roberts, make some good radios. If you're going to do a lot of Spirit Box sessions, if you're going to get like any of the traditional ones, then the PSB 11 is basically two PSB 7s together. That you can get like a dual sweep from it because of it. One forward, one reverse. Excuse me, it's got temperature detection in it, that kind of thing. For the price, a lot of people think it's shite. You know, I would say just get a normal PSB 7. And a lot of people think PSB 7s are shite, so maybe avoid getting any of them. My mum always says, if you can't be good, be careful. So I'll aim for careful. Well, your aim is off, isn't it there, Mags? I would love a Radio Shack. Yeah, I think there's still people out there that are hacking them and selling them and putting them online. It's the prices they're doing them for, really, Shrimp, you know. You know, you can order a radio and think you've got a deal when really you're too busy buzzing off the radio that you bought that you don't notice the big red handprint you've got on your ass for the amount of money they've taken off you for the radio. All he hears is radio stations skipping about that Lindsay fella. Oh, that's all he hears. That's all he hears. Now, does he hear that because that's all it is? Now, some people would agree with that. Does he hear that because he's not tuned in, man? Some people would agree with that. What's that? Oh, yeah. They are overpriced, Shrimp. A lot of them are overpriced, but there are some out there that are worth getting. That little thing, for instance, you can pick up for anywhere from about 25 quid to 30 something pound. Come with various bits. With it, you get a lanyard to wrap it around your wrist so you don't drop it. We all need one of those. Some of them have an antenna built in. I prefer not to use an antenna if I can, just to try and eliminate or at least minimise the possibility of it being radio stations or pulling too many radio stations in. So that's a perfunctory attempt at trying to validate it, really. But there you go. But some of them are expensive, but not all of them are. It's this swearing they can hear radio stations, yeah. You're just here to upset people, you are. Overpriced. A lot are, because a lot are, but not all of them. You can pick up bits. There's other forms of ITC. Anyway, if you so want to do that. I'm tuned in when Mags does her spirit boxes. Yes. Yes, I totally see where you're coming from with that. Right. Beyond the Paranormal. The FCD Mark IV. Not only is it a spirit box, as you're probably aware because you've dealt with Nigel, but also I've got built-in amplifier, so you can run other things through it. It's got Bluetooth functionality, so you can connect an Android app to it and go through that. Built-in reverb. It'll take memory cards and USB sticks with phoneme generators on it, and obviously its own radio sweep that it's got as well. So FCD Mark IV. There's a few of them have gone around the country. I believe he's now doing a Mark V, or he may even be on a Mark VI now. I'm not totally sure. That's the thing as well, Lindsay, isn't it? You know, as you already know, the with running water ITC, of course, there's white noise ITC, whether it's generated from a television, which used to be okay back in the day, back in the day when your normal terrestrial television was going about rather than all the digital and Sky, and everybody had the big cathode ray television, the big tube TVs. Yes, he does, Shrimp Shack. Yes. Yes. Don't tell Dave, but I'm reading that one when I go. Yeah. Now that makes more sense. Raiding. Can't spell tonight. I can't spell any night, and Lindsay will attest to that because the amount of times that poor man has to put up with my utter gibberish. Yeah, you will find him on eBay, and he does a few different devices actually, Nigel. So there's that's worth checking out. What's that? Well, not I was going to do one. Saves me thinking of something to talk about. Oh, yeah. That's the thing, because I haven't got anything to talk about at all. I'm just completely winging it, 100%. And obviously, you all know that, don't you? You all know that. Yes. Robert is my middle son. Yeah. I'm only kidding. I don't think you are kidding, Beth, actually. No. Not if you're a local girl. There you go, Shrimp. Beyond the Paranormal has put. It's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine with me. You can put whatever links you want anytime on anything I ever do. I'm not precious or possessive about any of this. It's all good, in it, to share and spread info. You crack on and do whatever you like. You stream it. You could have had people on. I'm going to do that. I'm going to start doing that. I've only done it once where I conducted a test. And Lindsay and Steve jumped on for a short while with me. But it was just a test, and it ended up being a 2-hour grilling, a 2-hour interrogation of what, their thoughts on the paranormal and attitudes and stuff like that. But I do intend to do that, actually, Mags. And I will have people on. More than happy to have people on. I will have anybody on who's willing to come on. And it will be about them and not me asking them questions or chatting to them about their thoughts and not about me, because there is nothing interesting that I have to say. As soon as I figure out how to do that, Beth, and I'm being honest here, this is the truth. As soon as I figure out how to make people mods, I will be making people mods because I'm aware of how much easier life can be when people are mods. So we'll be doing that, and I will be mindful of anybody who wishes to act as a mod. And if anybody is, then they're more than welcome to be one. Absolutely, no problem at all with that. I can't see me getting spammed too much because nobody's ever heard of me, so that'll be good. Yeah, absolutely, Lindsay, 100%. Absolutely, Lindsay. I'm not a local girl no more. You are though, aren't you? Really? I mean, you know, to say you are local. You're just locally in a different place. You're in a different local place. That's all. Bet you wish you'd never said that. Oh, you might wish you'd never said. Yeah. Maybe beyond. I think I might have saw your name mentioned before, but I didn't take it on board, so I'll just refer to you as that for now. But no, seriously, I really have no issues whatsoever about people. No, actually, you know, you might be right. You might be right. I might live to regret that one, eh? What's that? Oh, wow, thank you. That's nice of you to say that, Beyond. And thank you, Mags. That's also nice of you to say. It's because I actually think I'm a very boring person. When the last couple of live streams where I've spoke as a guest, I think I sound like an idiot and chatting shit, quite frankly. Well, there you go. I like you too, Beth. Get a good vibe off you, girl, and that's always good. I'm always a Lancashire lass. There you go, Beth. You could take a page out of Mag's book there. Always a big mouth, opinionated American. Opinionated American. No, I don't think that goes with geographical status. Being a big mouth, I think if somebody's a gobshite, they're a gobshite wherever they're from. Yeah, you know, it's that's all relative, isn't it? I mean, somebody said to me, and if my son's still watching, he'll know that I said this a lot. You can only judge a shithole by the turds that pass through it. You know, so I don't think it's the location. I think it's the people. A lot of support. I do appreciate that because, like I said, I'm being honest. It's not. I've had a YouTube channel for 11 years, and multiple times. Hi DW, I hope you're well. Thank you for dropping by. I've had a YouTube channel for 11 years, and multiple times have took my videos down and. You know, re-uploaded them again and lost all the views and I've never really sort of like clicked onto what I want to use it for, and you know, as a vehicle for what. Like I say, there are a lot of established YouTube channels out there with many followers that are doing what they're doing, and is this just adding to that? There's a lot of them. Is there too many? I don't think there's too many, no. But if it's all much of a muchness, maybe it's something where a little bit different, but I haven't decided what. Maybe coming on wearing different hats and seeing if you can guess. Seeing if you guess in advance what I'm going to do. For all of you. For all of the mystics out there, what will he have on next? You know, that kind of thing. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, I do appreciate the support from anybody that does come in and chat, because it is nice to chat. just on a one-to-one level like this, which isn't one-to-one, is it? Because I'm talking to a group of people. So again, yeah, it is a good saying. It is a good saying, that, Mags. Love talking to people who don't always believe the same as me. I love other people's opinions. Always be respectful, though. Right, did you hear that? Did everybody hear that? You listen to Anti-Mags. It's true. It is true, that, isn't it? Fez, hey, you know what? You're not far off. I've got something very similar to that. Oh, God. Are you psychic? Or just psychotic? Yeah, it's massively about being respectful when you chat to anybody, isn't it? I mean, regardless of the paranormal, if you're talking to somebody, you have a degree of respect, and that way you get respect back. I was thinking of getting a perm. You're halfway there, Lindsay. Yes, that's a nice way of putting it. See, diabolical witnesses all over it. Look at that. You got the answer completely bang on. Oh, dear me. I think, yeah, everybody's got a different style and approach on things, haven't they? And I think that's what gives it all these different flavours and makes it interesting, isn't it? Like I say, a channel since 2009 and up and down like a yo-yo with videos, and then dropping videos and subscribers, and not really worrying too much about that, if I'm honest. And that's not to be blasé or arrogant. It was just something that I wasn't really concentrating on, because I do primarily do investigations at residential properties rather than historically famous locations that are local to me. Although if I do investigations that are local to me over the years, I will. They're sort of the videos that I put up, and I've put up a load of videos from a few years ago rather than recent ones. If we're not trying to push the channel, really. Like I say, there's a lot of people out there that are doing a really good job of it. I appreciate that beyond the paranormal. That's very nice of you. I do appreciate that. That is a very nice gesture, and I wish I could return it, but I'm not in the same kind of league to be able to do that. But all I can do is say thank you for that. That's very nice of you. I've watched both of them channels. I like them, Naked Zombie and Frank's channel. I like a lot of channels, and sometimes I wonder if that's the problem. You know, you like one channel that other people don't like, and don't you just hate it when that happens? When you get a pop-up about your antivirus, and it's always about wanting more money, isn't it? The antivirus things. Yeah, an invite to Frank's fan club. I've not got an issue with that at all. Yeah, there you go, Mags. You see, doing what you like and enjoy, not catering for views and subs, because that's a purer. I shouldn't say purer, but that's a nice incentive to want to do it, isn't it? So I am Gentle Soul DW. Oh, is that really true, Beth? You know, is that really true? Ask yourself that. Naked Zombie tomorrow. That's the thing, isn't it? There's so many people that are active, and so many places to go, that it's difficult to get bored doing it, because of the sheer amount of people that are doing it. I keep one eye on the time, because I'm aware, of course, that John's going live in a short while. I'm not sure, like I say, where he's going. But it was an interesting chat actually with John last night and Lindsay about possessions. Yeah, try that again. About demonic possessions and you know, demonology. It was a pretty cool chat. So I always enjoy that. Yes, Lindsay. Absolutely, brother. 100% o'clock. That's really where it's at, isn't it? But I'm not interested in that. I sort of love everyone, man. And respect pretty much everybody who's trying to bring to the attention of the masses the paranormal, and that proper sounds cheesy. No problem at all, Jane. No problem at all. I was just sat back lurking most of it. Yeah. Lurking's good. You can get away with lurking as a woman, can't you, really? Because then you're just being nonchalant in the background, you know. If you lurk around as a man, you're just a weird pervert, really. What's that? Hello, the highwayman. How are you there? I hope you're okay, Ray. What's that? Try going on with Frank after riding a vibrator. Yeah. I'm fairly sure that will make for a very interesting live stream, that actually, DW. Yeah, I think I will do exactly that, actually. I'll pick Mags's brain and get some information about it. I'll pick Mags's brain because I haven't got one of my own, so I'll have to. Do you know what? Right, when I've been in other people's chats and talking in the side chat, and so I said, you know, I'll subscribe to your channel if you send me the link to your channel. So I, of course, go up to the search bar at the top and right-click on where it says YouTube and all that, and post that into the chat, and nobody can ever find me. So I'm genuinely telling the truth. You see, I don't think of myself as a technical idiot, really. I don't consider myself technically an idiot. Because I understand computers and everything, but for some reason, my brain doesn't comprehend how to find the link to my own channel. As mad as that sounds, it just doesn't. It doesn't. And I've tried and failed miserably, it has to be said, to post it into the side chat. Thanks, Mags. To post it into the side chat, and so people can click on the link. And I can't. I fail every single time. And it's always via the good graces of the wonderful moderators in other people's channels that my link ever gets seen. The link to this channel, I always fail at doing it. So yeah, I will be on to Mags about that at some stage. Well, I will be on to Mags about that to find out how to do it. I'm technically a nutter. So a lunatic, really, is what you're saying. An electronic lunatic. You know, is that what you admit to doing? Yeah, okay, DW, because a couple of people have mentioned that, actually. A couple of people have mentioned that, so I think, yeah. There's one or two channels where they like having me on to chat. Do you know? I don't know why, really, but they like having me on to chat. So as soon as the time doesn't conflict with that, I think I will do one. I think I will. You've got me there, DW. Why not, eh? Let's do it. Even if at first it's some kind of spirit box session. I know people like them, but I did it earlier. I don't know if you've seen it. Is have been asked about doing a live stream when I'm actually out on an investigation. So the chances are that I'll probably will do that. Excuse me, how to go about doing it, I'm not totally convinced on yet. Thank you, Miss Beth. Well, we will all guide you the right way. Oh, I need guidance. Oh, I need guidance. I'm sorry to hear that, Ray. I was kind of hoping that you'd be in a better position than that. and everybody suffered. 2020 has been a completely shit year. I don't think any of us can deny that. It's been absolutely crap. Testing, laborious, and for some people, you know, very traumatic. So when we come out of this, when we come out of 2020, I'm pretty sure a lot of people heave a sigh of relief. You know, people are very fed up with the situation. Big up the mags, I think. Actually, big up the mags. There, mags. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I got it right. You interact really well on your channel, I've noticed, because I've watched you a couple of times, and at the risk of looking like a stalker, I've watched a few of your videos, you know, and yeah, you interact well with the people that are on your videos or watching your channel, and I think that's a big yes. That's very kind of you, Lindsay. That, thanks very much. I'll pop the money in the post. Okay, the bribe worked. Beth keeps us all in check. Keeps everybody in check, I suppose. I think that's appreciated, Beth. Don't do live streams. Weird people start following you around. Yeah. I remember one time. I was going to leave this until a separate time, but I'll quickly go over it with a particular investigation team. Where I say investigation team, there were three of us, so I suppose it calls it an investigation trio, the investigation power trio of 2009 actually, and we'd been to Stocksbridge Bypass and I got some interesting results from Stocksbridge Bypass, which again I'll leave that to another day. What and you know, but some interesting results from the haunted bypass there, and we kept going back. Obviously, if you're getting results from a location, then it's a good location. You find it interesting, so you go back. You know, you return. Win all the time, DW. So, and we'd got. I want to word this carefully. We'd been there that often, okay? That the locals, like me and you, Beth, local. the locals had got used to they knew the number plate, registration on the car, and the car that we were using, and we were pulling up, and anybody who knows the location is you pull into Stocksbridge, like main town, and you go through what used to be is it Chorus Steelworks anyway, and up Peroid Lane over Peroid Bridge, and then you're near the pylon where a lot of the activity happened, mainly in the 80s, but centred around the pylon for the most part when the case first come about. So, hello Northway Squatching, thanks for stopping in. Yes, Stocksbridge Bypass beyond the paranormal. Yeah. Yes. We'll have to chat about that at some stage, and I've had a lot of experiences there and results, and know quite a deal about that. Yeah. There's nothing for you here. Hey, Mags. I go? Yeah. How are you doing there, Northway Squatching? Nice to have you aboard. Yeah, Peroid Lane. Yeah, lots of activity at Peroid Lane. Also at Wortley. And a lot of the time we do that area and then move on to Wombwell Woods. Couple of good locations around that neck of the woods. Yeah. And then we turned up this one night on Peroid Bridge, which is part of Peroid Lane and goes over the Stocksbridge Bypass. And there were a big group of cars on the bridge there. And it's like, what's this? You know, no, what's this like? And we got out of the car. As soon as we opened the doors, everybody got out of their cars. And one particular car, the music on full blast started playing the theme to Ghostbusters. which was a bit of a strange welcome, and it's echoing all across the valley, of course, and up to the local farms, which was great. It was a nice like nod of here are them nutcases who keep coming here looking for ghosts, I suppose, but massively cheesy as well in a way. However, 5 minutes later, a riot van turned up, full of Yorkshire's finest constabulary, to ask what the hell was going on. Really, they thought there was an illegal rave going on at the side of this pylon. Got out of the car, went straight over to them, and it was a lovely female police sergeant. She said, what's going on here? So I told her and shown her some of the equipment. I showed her my equipment. That always goes down well, doesn't it? I shown her some of the equipment, and that's it. For the next hour and 3/4, we're entertaining these people that have turned up on Peroid Bridge, and the police. The police have got nothing better to do, so they're talking to us about the paranormal. And I'm actually in Staley Bridge, beyond the paranormal, in Tameside, Greater Manchester. That's where I'm at. Sort of like the armpit of the universe after 40 games of table tennis. I think you could describe it as that, really. There's more colourful language, but I'm not going to do that because there's ladies on channel. So yeah, the sheer amount of people there and all that craziness sort of dampened it for us going back. So Beyond the Paranormal might know about this. There's a little bit further up the road is Rockley Engine House, and thanks Northwest Squatching, appreciate that, and thank you for all the sharing and your support on here and on Facebook. So thank you. So we went to Rockley Engine House, Rockley Furnace, Wombwell Woods, and places like that. Legs going dead. I'm giving away all these locations. I'll give away a list of locations and the days that I'm going to be there, but you still have to guess what hat I'm going to be wearing. That's good stuff, that. Thanks though, Squatching. I do appreciate that. I'll chat to you later on Facebook anyway. Yeah, it is appreciated. Blackburn is the arse of England. Oh shit, really? I'm sure there's I'm sure there's a few people that would argue differently to that, and a few people that would actually massively agree with that. You heard it all. You did. I know you did, Beth. Yes, Rockley Engine House. You have the history of that on my channel. Then there is nothing that I can tell you about Rockley Engine House. The weirdest thing, I will do, Squatch, yeah, no problem at all. I will give you a call. The weirdest thing that we experienced at Rockley Engine House was a mouse. Thanks. Thank you. Right. It was a mouse on the floor inside the bottom of this building, and kept making squeaking noises as they do, because that's what they're famous for, really. Mice, aren't they? Mices. And it was massively distracting, because at first we didn't realise it was that, and it was scattering around and rustling and all that kind of thing. You know what? This Rockley Engine House, it's weird, all the sounds and everything. Until a sharp-eyed member of the group saw it. I was like, alright, okay. Actually, Rockley Engine House is shit, isn't it? There's no, and it don't work like that, does it? Just like the only experience that I've had is a mouse. Yes, yeah. Hellfire Caves, definitely worth a visit. Not been there for a while. I have been to a few of the famous haunted locations throughout the UK over the years, and I think, like any other location, they're going to blow hot and cold, as it were. I sometimes think that activity in certain locations is seasonal. Whether that ties into the stone tape theory of the reason why locations have energy, or whether it's just definitely related to temperatures creating the phenomena, which would obviously lead it away from being of paranormal origin. But some places definitely do tend to be seasonal. Let's have a look. Yeah, there is a few places that can be rough and considered to be arseholes of the universe. Arseholes of the universe. But, and like I said earlier, you can only judge a shithole by the turd that passes through it. One of the things seen at Rockley is like especially blue ones. Yeah, I have heard that, and because you're from that neck of the woods there, Beyond. I know we don't know one another very well, but I'm okay to call you Beyond. Yeah, I will. Squatching, I'm going to start making people mods as soon as I have figured out how to do it, and I will be on that. No worries. And other people, I'm happy about anybody helping out in any way that they can. I appreciate everybody's support, and I will get onto that ASAP. Where was I? Up from Rockley Engine House. It's Convicts Tunnel, on the other side of Wombwell Woods. So I don't know if you know Convicts Tunnel. We've done an invest there years ago at Convicts Tunnel, and one of the members of the team saw a football-sized, it's relevant to distance, but a football-sized green ball of energy. So yes, that's true, Mags. Yeah, and you're quite right to call me out on that. I'm the one that went all like dramatic. You did just say England. Thurgoland, there's another one. Yes, been there too. Thurgoland Tunnel. You see, if only I'd have known back then, we could have wasted so many hours together chasing our own shadows in Sheffield. Oh, shit. Excellent. Thank you, Squatching. I've seen it investigated. Yeah. There's been a lot up that neck of the woods there, Mags. There's been a lot. You could call me anything you like. Okay. Well, what about Ramesses Niblick III, Kaplunk, Kaplunk, whoops, where's my thribble? Yeah. Or Nummy Muffin Cuckoo Butter. Oh, no. I don't know. Insane. Okay, then, no problem at all. Hello, John. I was telling people earlier about you doing an investigation later, and hopefully more information will come from your good self about that. And I appreciate you dropping in and showing your support there, John. Thanks very much. From Legacy Paranormal TV. What's this? Got loads on my step. Winstanley Manor, Pollen, Crank Caverns, to name a few. Read that in the chat. You see, read that in the chat there, what Beyond the Paranormal just put. Say that again 3 times quick. Well, I'm not going to be able to do that, am I? I mean, you've obviously... Oh. I didn't get it right the first time round. Oh, that fits. Louise. Is that your name? If it is, then hi, Louise, or Beyond, or Ramesses Niblick III. I think Ramesses Niblick III's got a nicer ring to it, really, but it is up to you. And that we are uber creepy. Good. Good, John. Actually, you'll be another moderator on this channel as soon as I figure out how to do it. Watch out, John takes tips in the middle of the night, deep into the woods. Careful of that John bloke. He goes shouting at things in dark places and encouraging them to be nasty. He's got a bit of a penchant for that. There you go, Mag's more French. Penchant and pommes frites. And for anybody who doesn't know what pommes frites are, that's French for bits of potato that are absolutely awful and cooked shite. In the UK, obviously we refer to them as chips, which is completely correct, and they taste better when you say the name correctly. I know this to be true. Oh, is that what I do? Ah, right then. All right, okay. Hey, okay. Thanks very much. Appreciate that. There's Miss Beth. You can join as well. You can be in. Oh, hang on. You can be. There you go. I'm not getting any indication at this end that it's actually worked. So you'll have to tell me if it has worked. But I've clicked on a few names there. Is it? So, but the people that I've clicked on, have you now got a little nice spanner at the side? Oh, there you go. Okay. And anybody else want to be a mod? Then. Okay. You see what I mean? I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. It's taken other people. John has just jumped in to save me ass with that one. Again. Yeah, there you go. Actually, do you want inland? Yeah, of course. Why not? Hey, get in there. You didn't ask, but it's happening. Yeah, people have got spanners. Cool. Right. So that worked. Yeah. Okay, 45 minutes, and then Legacy Paranormal TV with John and his team are going live. So, are you sure, DW? I haven't got a problem with that at all. You seem to be a very well-adjusted individual and very supportive. He was a mod in the 80s. He was like everybody else, mate. Don't be so modest. He was a nutcase. The 1980s were full of absolute dingbats in the UK. It was the time of the modern romantics music, the rise of the DX7 keyboard, and very, very unconvincingly bad flicker-style hairdos that the women could pull off, but the men really pretty much looked like twats, quite frankly. That's pretty much where we're at. Let's have a look. Yeah, there you go. You've been enrolled. So we are one absolutely squatch. I was a rock. I am a rocker. I'm still a rocker. The long hair went in 2001, I believe. Yes, in 2001. But it was long hair, and rock music is sort of where I'm at with my tastes. And yeah, a rocker. Yeah, man. At least listening to that type of music, indulging in a big chunk of the other stuff, then nah. Really walk around with leather jackets and all that kind of paraphernalia and the cut off. Yes, actually, DW. I did. A younger person then. I think I'd smash my spleen if I tried it now. What I did. Yes, Ray. I had hair. I've still got hair, although I'm not sure YouTube or anybody in the channel would appreciate me showing where it currently is. So there you go. Rock Chicks Do Rule, mags. Don't know what that were about. Absolute nutcase. Yes, I will share. Thank you very much indeed, Squatching. Mwah. Appreciate that. I had tickets to see Wasp in October, but they cancelled it. Yeah. It's been a big downer for that. I mean, as a musician myself, it's been very, very, very disappointing. Very disappointing. Not being able to rehearse and jam because of the social distancing, let alone the sheer amount of people that have, lost the businesses. So a lot of the venues that you used to be able to play at no longer exist. So they've gone beyond the paranormal, mate. You got a spanner. Yeah. But we suppose we've got to come out of it and fight. I mean, live music entertainment will be difficult, won't it? Because of keeping that 1 metre. Steely Dan, love them. Love them. Thanks a lot, John, for that. And thanks for telling me about the spanner. Yes, I did, Beth. I played at the Spread Eagle in Ashton. Remember Nidge and Pinky well, and also obviously the Witchwood when it was the Globe, as well as when it was the Witchwood, and the King Bill and the Red Lion, and always doing the No Problem Louise, I believe, Louise, doing that round, doing them rounds. Thank you, Shrimp Shack, appreciated. Because that was like the circuit around that area for people that were into rock music. So it would normally be, you'd finish at the Spread, really, because that was the place that he was okay to fall unconscious in after drinking bottles of Nuki Brown Ale. So that was sort of the place that you could go comatose and just collapse, and they just use a sweeping brush and shove you off into the corner to sleep it off. I remember years ago. Yeah. Every Friday night. Yeah, Friday and Saturday. Not so much for the alcohol for me, but because of the music. I can't handle my beer. Actually, very, very what you would consider to be lame, a lightweight. And Beth, I don't know if you know this, but it's gone now. It's now a Lidl. And I don't mean little, although it is only little. It's now a Lidl, which is a massive shame. Love a Nuki Brown. I bet you do. See Collective Soul years ago, good band. Yeah, absolutely. Right, see you later, John. So in just over half an hour, Legacy Paranormal TV is going on a live invest. So that should be interesting. Interested to see him and Sue and the girls doing what they're doing. So we'll check into that. So I'll catch you in a little bit there, John. No problem at all. Thank you again for popping in and showing your support. It's appreciated. And have a good one tonight. I'll be lurking in the shadows. Yeah, I know it's gone. I watched it being knocked down. Did you really, Beth? And you didn't do anything to stop it? I thought you were all right, I thought you was all right. Yeah, it was a sad moment when that happened. The sheer amount of people, though, that would just get pissed and then smash the bikes into the bollards that were at the side. I don't know if you remember. Of course, you'll remember the bollards. Of course, you will. But the sheer amount of people that trashed the motorbikes doing that was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, well, anyway, thanks, John. I appreciate you saying anytime, but, all the same, nothing goes... I don't take anything for granted from anyone, and it is appreciated. So, yeah, have a good one tonight, mate. Like I said, I'll be lurking around more than Mags does. Shit. Every time I make a comment, Mags woman always nails me out on lurking. It is a bit creepy for a bloke, yeah. He's using my own words against me. There's the sign of a good paranormal investigator right there. I tried and I cried. That's a song title, isn't it? I tried and I cried. That's a song, that, Beth, and if it isn't, it's going to be. I will write that and get my band to perform that. I will force them. Hello, Gillian. Hello, how are you doing? There isn't any kind of subject matter for this. I came on testing things and people jumped in, so I don't know what to say. Really, everybody else is driving the conversation with what they're putting in chat, and I'm responding to that. I don't know if he'll see that DW because he might have already disappeared getting ready to go out and do his thing. But maybe you could leave it on somebody's chair when you're out and about, and when they come back to it, they'll think it's a rat and it'll scare the shit out of them. I cried. And I cried. Oh, Magalodon, you are off your nut. Yeah, it was a bad moment when that went. I mean, all them pubs have gone anyway now, because they and the streets they just levelled the houses that were there as well, and it's a walk-in medical centre. I mean, you walk into the medical centre, not that it's a walk-in medical centre. That'd be something to see, wouldn't it? That an actual walk-in medical centre. But I suppose that would depend on the amount of acid that you've taken, as well as how much you've smoked. There isn't a song called that, so you can use it. Well, thanks, Beth. I expect you to be able to play the triangle on it or do backing vocals with Mags on the drums, Louise from Paranormal People on guitar, and Northway Squatching on bass. So there we go. We've got a band. That's a cried. I've said, oh, what? Yeah, having to pay any fine isn't great, is it? Well, I suppose when it's done though, and out of the way. I know that's not much of a consolation, but it's true. Okay, Squatching, catch you later. I'll chat to you later if you're about. That'd be cool. And thank you for popping in. I appreciate that. That was a scary thing, yeah. DW, give it to the tell to Frank. He can chew it. Well, he'll need it, won't he? Ain't Frank just a skull? I could do tambourine. Well, that's good enough, Beth, isn't it? Is it? Do all that kind of thing. My fault, no TV license. Yeah, well, I've got opinions and views on TV licenses and TV licensing, quite frankly. Yeah. I'm not going to go into that, but yeah, I am actually. I think they take the piss. I think the fact that other countries around the world get a service that the UK pays for is absolutely outrageous. You know, I think it's bang out of order. You know, they get it for free all around the world, and the transmitters and the programming is something that we pay for. We pay for the luxury of having something we don't really use because we're no problem Squatching, and we'll catch up with you in a bit. We we watch digital TV, we watch Sky Television, or we watch digital broadcasting, which is our ITV, where it's paid for by the commercials and the advertisements. So I just don't think. I think it's outdated, and I think we get ripped off. Quite frankly, I think it's an archaic way of getting money out of people, and it takes the piss. Really, yes, that works as well, Mags. I get the kind of opinion that you might be a little bit feisty. Yes, you can do that. All right, see you later, Rob. You take it easy, son. Yeah. We haven't had a TV license for 5 years. We don't watch live TV. Well, you are a cheeky monkey. But I like it. I respect that. I don't want to wear a rah-rah skirt, though. Yeah, there's lots of things I don't want to do. But sometimes you've got to for the good of the cause, Beth. Sometimes you just have to, yeah? And I bet you've got better legs than everybody else. Yeah, I know that, Lindsay. That's the thing, not needing a TV license. It's absolutely ridiculous. BB advertise on international TV, I think. Well, even if they do, we still pay for it, don't we? So Gillian's got a pattern for harem trousers or harem trousers, or I hope it's harem. So they're like what I call show from the '60s where she was getting about in all that pink lights. I dream of Jeannie. You mean them kind of pants? And maybe even then like the slippers what curl up at the end. That'd be cool. I have a TV license for 5 years. Yeah. I'm one of them suckers that pays for one. It's paid for. And that way you just don't get a knock on the door. You convict yourself with things like that, don't you, by what you say when you do answer the door. Oh, wear a miniskirt with stockings and suspenders. Excellent. I will too. As well as me at Frank's harem. There you go. Frank, he needs clothing. He's just a skull. Yeah. I've had enough curlies. Brilliant. Love it. Yeah. Hello, PJ Mac. Hope you're okay. Things you guys pay taxes on there blows my mind. It massively taxed country. There's obviously, you know that, or you won't be making the comment, will you? But massively taxed, and probably one of the countries in the world that's just absolutely got rife with CCTV. The 1984 Big Brother thing is big over here, and believe me, it's all for our protection, folks. But all over the place. So you can't scratch your ass. But maybe you shouldn't be doing that anyway, because it's, I don't know. Yeah, okay, Beth. Hello, PJ. Hope you're doing okay. You seem to be in good spirits, given the smiley faces and the love art you sent at Beth. So obviously a happy-go-lucky Poison. When Frank gets his settlement from that, the ladies are going to be all like, oh yeah, so we're making some money from that. That diet worked, didn't it? I don't swear personally though. I understand what you fucking mean, Ray. Neither do I. Yeah, I'm protection honest. Everybody's all over Frank already. That's what I've been led to believe. Yes. Yeah, that's the thing, innit, Ray? You got to be careful what you say. Careful what you say, Ray. Careful what you say. Yeah, 1984 on Ziggy Stardust album. I'm kind of like a bit of David Bowie, to be honest. I think he's got a fantastic name. The Bowie bit, not so keen on, but yeah, done some great stuff. Trump is making America great again, and the government has the best of the people in its interests. Yeah. Frank is all bone. No meat on that guy. No meat on him. Mags. You know, I believe that. I absolutely believe that you don't swear. Ever. Under any circumstance. Ever at all. I don't think you've got cause to. And I don't think you like to. Yeah. I also think politicians are honest people. You did I never swear either. Brilliant. It's true, that, isn't it? Yeah, it's true. Did they say, I don't know if you've heard this, I know John's going live in a minute, so I'll have to jib off, but they do say, I think he needs more than the peach cobbler, like absolute buckets of the stuff. They do say that people who swear are more trustworthy people. I think they're fucking liars. Is it dyslexia? Oh, Gillian. Yeah. She does don't believe her. Well, I have heard nothing but when I've tuned into paranormal people, heard just absolute wondrous stuff, absolute wonderful stuff that's been very, very entertaining. And I'm not a condescending entertaining, because that sounded like absolutely like so up my own arse. I didn't mean it in that sense, but just like great to watch, really good stuff to watch. See, that's what I said, PJ. I say so. Us two can't be wrong, surely. Swearing is a sign of intelligence. Absolutely. English folks do swear a lot more than the Americans, I have noticed. Bollocks. I'm Lancashire. It's in my blood. I shudder to even imagine what's in your blood, Mags, because you do come across as just a little bit off your nut. And I like it. You haven't listened to me for 3 minutes, DW. Do you know, I think that's probably right, actually, though, Diabolical Witness, for the most part. But I think that the swear words are slightly different. Time are we on? Okay. I think the swear words are slightly different, and the way that they're used. In the UK, a lot of swear words are used as a term of endearment more than an actual insult. Now that is true as well, that actually, Gillian, isn't it? Just a little bit better at holding our beer than our American cousins. For the most part, that's a sweeping comment to make. I might regret saying that. So if you're American and you heard me say that, I apologise. That could be utter rubbish. So I have some blood in my vodka stream, so it's all good. A little bit of vampire knocking about there. We're told the English have two hollow legs. Yeah, alcoholic yobbos. But we're nice. You know, you can talk to us, we're nice. We tend to be, for the most part, loyal alcoholic yobbos. So, come to South Yorkshire, then he'll hear some swearing. Aye, happen as like as not, lass. Happen as like as not. Yeah. Main little bit, oh no! Yorkshire, love it. Love it up there. Love it. The hills, the valleys, all that kind of stuff. Absolutely love it. Right. Thanks for saying that, Beth. Appreciated. Lancashire lasses are cool, Gillian. I mean, Lancashire's cool, isn't it? Really? I think it is. Lancashire is cool. So, people like Scottish or Irish swearing. Yes, there is some Irish blood in my... Well, yeah, I'm actually... Maguire, really. Mother's side, big clique of the Maguires. So there's a big chunk of Irish there. Yeah. So that might shine through in certain areas. I don't know about that. If you went to the Spread Eagle, you are as honest as they come. I really don't see the point in bullshitting people. I think it wastes their time. Okay, it might have dropped out there for a sec. All sorts of... I think it might have dropped out. All right, no worries. I don't think anywhere's a shithole. Like I say, it's the people that go through it. Okay, let's have a look. It's because of the vodka. Fair enough. I always thought beer was for people that didn't want to drink and get drunk. It's true. It is true. Thanks there, Lindsay. Just noticed that. Got a little bit of a warning that it dropped out. It's me animating, start moving around and knock cables and all that. Oh, be Jesus. Look at the Irish. That's the one. The top of the morning and all that kind of carry on. Yes, it is for people that want to drink and go and get drunk. If you're in the States, if you're in the UK, there are some very delectable, delightful beers that will put that theory to bed. Oh, Jesus. Right, so John's going to go live with Legacy Paranormal TV. I do beg your pardon. What dropped out of her missus? Who were her missus? Never drops out. Yeah, the cat, man, you know what I mean? The cat. Black sheep ale is good. Yeah, I drink whiskey. I'm sure a lot of people do as well. Okay, so John from the Legacy Paranormal TV is going to be going live very, very soon. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be worth watching and worth tuning in for. Thank you, everybody who has popped into something that I didn't expect to be even doing on testing connections. And I was right to test the connection because it did drop out. See you later, Ray. Thank you for popping in. I was right to test the connection because it did drop out, proving my theory that it's sort of shit. But I've managed to muddle through. Well, I'll sort something out again soon to do something, because I think it's great. You keep doing that, Gillian. I prefer it when they're naughty, personally. Thank you, DW, for calling in. I appreciate that. Every single person who's popped in and said hello, I do thank you for that, because I haven't had anything to talk about, and the only reason that it's lasted as long as it has is because of your comments and the fact that I've been able to bounce off that and talk to you because of that. So I do appreciate it. It's you guys are the ones that have made this even any kind of anything, and that is the truth of it. Thanks very much there, Mags. You be careful. I love your channel, and I always like it if you pop in, or vice versa, or anything like that. That's always great. Thanks, Beth. Louise, I believe it is. I know you don't, Gillian, and that's why I like it. Sorry, and I believe it's Louise. So, and if it's not, then I apologise. I'm just going to call you Louise or Ramesses. I haven't made my mind up yet. But thanks, guys, and I really, truly mean that. 100%. Thanks very much. I hope you all have a good night, and I hope to catch you soon, either on mine or somebody else's channel, somebody else's stream. Keep sharing the love between yourselves, and I'm going to change the name of this. This won't be called Settings Check anymore. It's Louise. Well, thank you, Louise. You've been helpful, very funny, and provided lots of things to talk about like everybody else. It's been great. Mags, you've been great. Beth, great. Gillian, Diabolical Witness. Lindsay, like I said, Louise. We've had Ray on. He's been great. Our kid, Rob. And there's been lots of others. Thanks to John for dropping in, and anybody else who done it too. This kind of thing is probably what I will do quite a few of, because I'm okay at ranting and going on and being stupid. So if you don't mind silliness and being stupid, then I'll do plenty more of these. I appreciate it though, and I really mean that, okay? And go and watch John, or go and have a drink, but be good. Thanks, Gillian. Thank you, everybody. Love you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. Mwah.